Viktor Frankl said that when a person cannot find a deep sense of meaning, they distract themselves with pleasure. Welcome back to the Twin Win, the only live stream on the internet that helps you get the twin win of succeeding in business while winning at home so that you can stop existing and start living. My name is Jay Allen Hull, and I am here to talk to you today about this idea of finding a deep sense of meaning or purpose so that we don't default to pleasure. But first, I just want to let you know, if you'd like to work with me, make sure to check out the comments below where you can sign up for my accessible coaching program, the Business Accelerator.coach. In fact, the Business Accelerator.coach is right there on the screen. Make sure you check it out and go there to see how you and I can work together to help you grow your business while working less than 30 hours a week so that you can get the twin win. So what is important about, especially when we're talking about business, what is important about this idea of finding meaning and not defaulting to pleasure? So Viktor Frankl, for those of you who don't know, he was a Holocaust survivor. He was a therapist, a psychologist in Austria during World War II. He was actually a student of Sigmund Freud's and then a contemporary of his as well. Now, Freud used to say that man has a will to pleasure. In other words, that man, everything we do in life, everything we choose always is for us to find more pleasure, to get another four-wheeler, another motorcycle, more experiences, more stuff. And that's the purpose of man, pleasure. And of course, Freud had his whole sexual thing as well, so that also is included in that. But really, what Frankl said is Frankl disagreed with that. Frankl said that man had a will to meaning. In other words, we feel called to do something. We want to be a part of something. We want to have a purpose in our lives. We want to create and fulfill a purpose in our lives. But when we don't create that purpose, when we don't find it, when we don't fulfill it, we default to pleasure. And unfortunately, in today's world, I see so many people who are defaulting to pleasure. They're working just to work, or they're working just so they can buy more stuff, but really it's not filling that hole in their souls. God put us on this earth with a desire to do more, to be more, to become more. That's a purpose. God put us on this earth to help each other, to serve each other. And by doing so, we have this innate feeling, we have this inner feeling deep within us, deep within our soul and our heart that makes us want to go out and to do more, to be more, to grow, what's the word I like? To become, right? And so when we don't find a purpose, when we don't find what we're supposed to do, or we don't define it, maybe not find it, but define it. And when we don't go after it, we default to pleasure. That's why so many people default to these silly things, our phones. They default to social media. They default to false wins, which is getting likes and all of those things. They default to the false, I'm just going to say the false gods of the world, the things of the world that are things. Now, listen, I know you're sitting there, you're like, Josh, look behind you. You got a lot of things there. You got a lot of books. You got a lot of, and I got a lot of things. I'm not saying it's bad to have things. What I'm saying is that when we default to pleasure, when we default to things or material things or possessions, or we default to, some people are experience junkies and travel junkies, and that becomes, and we keep seeking that to fill that void. If we don't have purpose, then we will start to do whatever it takes to get more and more of either those things or those experiences. And that's when we can start finding ourselves in trouble. Or we just find ourselves sitting there staring at a TV for hours on end and not accomplishing anything with our lives. And that's not what God put us on this earth to do either. So we really need to ask ourselves, what is our purpose? What is the meaning of my existence, essentially? Now, obviously, as a Christian, I know certain things that I believe of why I'm here. Excuse me. That I do believe that I lived before I came here as a spirit with my Father in heaven. I do believe that I came here to earth to obtain a body, to obtain experiences, and primarily for those experiences to lead me to become a better person, to become more like my Savior, Jesus Christ. And I do believe that Jesus Christ came to redeem my soul, to offer me the opportunity to become better, to become more like him, and to save me from my sins. Not in my sins, but from my sins. And I do believe that because of that, there is a purpose for me. There's an inborn, ingrained purpose in my heart and soul to live better, to be better, to serve more, to give more. Now, yeah, I still have to provide for my family. I still have to provide for team members, and I have to run this business that I've created. But the point of this business is to help people to live better. That's why I say to get the twin win, to stop existing and start living, to succeed in business while winning at home. My feeling is, my motto, my life's mantra is that no worldly success can compensate for failure in the home. And because I believe that, I firmly believe that it is my calling to help people to understand that, to have success in home, to win at home. It's good to have success in business, but you can also win at home. That's my purpose. That's my calling. What's yours? I have a client, a student. Her purpose is to spread gratitude. She has been through some amazingly horrific things in her life, and yet she feels called that her experiences in life were to lead her to help people understand gratitude, to appreciate the lessons that they learned through trauma and horrific experiences, and to share her story with others so that others can learn to appreciate life. That's fantastic. I have another student who feels that his purpose in life, his mission in life, is to help people to experience and understand the human connection, to connect with others and to serve and to love one another. That's fantastic. That's amazing. I have another person that I've met who I've worked with a little bit, and her purpose is to help families, help parents turn to positive parenting and help families grow together. So you see, all of us have we feel different purposes, but really when it comes down to it, purpose is about serving others. Our purpose isn't about getting as much as we can. Our purpose is about how much can we give. That's why I do these lives every day. So what is your purpose? I'd love to hear what you think your purpose is. Leave it in the comments below. It takes some time to think about this. And I've talked about creating a purpose statement, and I'd love to help you do that. If you'd like to work with me and you'd like to create more and define your purpose and your mission in life, please, please, please go to thebusinessaccelerator.coach and let's talk. Let's get together and let's start working together to build your purposeful business so that your message can spread, so that you can share and serve. You can share with as many and serve as many other human beings as possible. Thank you for joining me today. Give me a hashtag live if you're joining me live. Give me a hashtag replay if you're watching this on replay. And thanks for joining me at the Twin Win, the only live stream on the internet where you can get the twin win of succeeding in business while winning at home so that you can stop existing and start living. I hear my little ones upstairs, and so it means it is time for me to go and spend some time with them so that I can win at home and be with them and be with what and who my real purpose is. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.